Last week we started, and we're going to finish today, 25 factors that impact your home value. Did you know your home value is more than comparables, and a fresh coat of paint? Get real insight into what important items can impact your value. I thought this was an interesting article when I reviewed it. We got through the first 12 last week. It started with things you can't change but can market around. Number one was street name. Number two was neighbor's home. Number three was the article had power plants and landfills. In our market, it might be solar panels over in Clay County. And there's an airport over in Union, though. Nearby foreclosures was number four. Neighborhood was number five. Number six was bright colors inside, followed by number seven, bright colors outside. Number eight was excessive landscaping. Number nine was dirty driveway and sidewalk. Number 10 was number 10 was a dirty roof, which, by the way, a friend reached out to me. If you have a dirty roof or you have bright colors inside and out, you're looking for some help improving your home before you put it on the market, and a very large percentage of homeowners do some form of, I want to say it's 26-28% of homeowners do some type of improvement before listing it. Brad Alwine, excellent painting crew, and this week he let me know that they also pressure wash and can clean roofs. Roofs scare people. They always look at a large price. So if your roof has got some mildew, I definitely recommend you reach out to Brad or someone in the community and have that roof cleaned so it doesn't look like it's an issue. Let me see, we did number 11, the specific lots you buy, and we're in the positioning section right now. And then number 12 was major roads. A lot of folks move to our area seeking peace and quiet, not road noise. Although truthfully, in time, you just tune it out. You don't notice it. But when you're looking, you do notice it. So if you're considering resale, and I think you should consider resale anytime you build or buy, because ultimately, if your plans are you're never going to sell, the odds are you're going to end up selling at some point. So keep in mind where you build and road noise. Now, to number 13 on our list of the top 25 factors that impact your home. Number 13 is nearby neighbors. And that's kind of like the neighborhood we discussed last week. If you have a lot of renters in your neighborhood, it may be less appealing to buyers. Last week we talked about the junky neighbor. This is if you have a lot of renters in your neighborhood, and that's become a hot topic here in the mountains and across our country, and that's short-term rentals being banned. We're seeing in Blairsville, they didn't ban them, they've just made some changes. I'm seeing a lot of subdivisions making changes to their covenants and restrictions, banning short-term rentals. Folks, my name's Rick Andrews. I help folks buy and sell real estate here in the beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains. If you're looking to buy or sell, I hope you'll reach out to me. That's my commercial message as we go into our first round of commercial messages. Thank you all for listening. Welcome back, folks. Today we're looking at 25 factors that impact your home value. And we started at number 13, nearby neighbors, specifically renters. And we are seeing that become a major issue up here over the last few years. Short-term rentals are being banned in some areas across our country and in some subdivisions. So if you're planning on buying and using it as a vacation rental, you want your lawyer. You don't want some agent pulling this. You want your lawyer to pull all the covenants and restrictions and confirm that there's nothing banning short-term rentals. Number 14, major airports. If you're near an airport, buyers may be afraid of the noise. Instead, you can build a home as a commuter-friendly. Yeah, I guess that's a spin you can use. Um, in Towns County and in some areas, you see some mining and rock quarries. I guess that might be the equivalent to an airport. Noise would be the issue of the airplanes in the rock quarry making the noise. So you always want to be cautious again, even if the quarry's closed. Are they going to reopen? Yeah, those are the type of issues you definitely want to dive into. Number 15, this one always cracks me up. Near a cemetery. Some people are superstitious or just don't want to live near a cemetery. The good news is cemeteries are often beautifully kept pieces of land. For the right buyer, this can be a benefit. Uh, the running joke in the industry is it's the quietest neighbors you'll ever have. I've seen it both ways. I've had some people who would not live near a cemetery, and then I've had some that actually saw it as a benefit. I frankly see it as a benefit, but that said, if you're thinking resale, you're definitely going to cut down on if you look at all the buyers shopping, you're definitely going to cut down on some of the buyers that will be concerned that there's a cemetery nearby. Why, I have no idea, but that is an issue with some. Now we are looking at number 16, which falls under the category even more. Think we've covered it all. Think again. Here are some additional factors that could impact your home value. Number 16, energy efficiency. We've had green builders up here. I don't see this as a huge issue in our area. In 20 years, maybe I've had one or two. I'm looking for a green home, so quote unquote, not really a big issue up here. The newer, just slapped the microphone. That wasn't very smooth. Uh, Energy efficient. I guess from an AC standpoint, the newer the AC, the more efficient it will be. We do run into things of that nature on electric bills, but not a huge issue up here. We don't have many folks coming up here just looking for a green home. Number 17, broadband access. This is a huge issue in our area. We have a ton of folks that move to our area that work from home and need internet. I just saw a deal go south, die, because they originally thought that they had fiber, and it turned out there was not fiber there. That is a huge issue and probably will become bigger through the years unless there's something new. You definitely want to, if you can, get a home that already has the fiber in, because from a resale standpoint, there are a lot of buyers that work from home nowadays, and it looks like that's our future. More and more people being able to work from their home. So you definitely want to make sure you have the best of the best internet access at your home. Number 18, I like this one in particular. Invasive plant or animal species. Bear scare. For whatever reason, we do have a large segment of our buyers that are deathly afraid of bears. I don't get it because they always run the other way. I shouldn't say always. Most of the time they run the other way, unless there's a little cub around. But if you're trying to sell a home, I probably wouldn't go into bear activity in any great depth. Bears come and go. Let's see. Number 19, unpleasant home history. Not real sure what they mean by that unless they're talking about murder, suicide, something of that nature. I've never run into that. We're not talking poltergeists or anything of that nature, I guess. Number 20, something that I don't see often here, is high crime area. That's really to a great extent a non-issue around here. I can remember when I moved here from my home state of Florida, I'm at a listing appointment and they're ready to allow me to sell their home. I ask them for a key and I'm puzzled because the husband and wife keep looking at each other and you can tell there's an issue, and I go, what's up? And they say, we never lock our doors. We don't know where a key is. As a Floridian, that blew my mind. Great quality of life up here. I see why so many people love it. Number 21, pollution. To a great extent, a non-issue up here. I mean, it's fresh, cool mountain air. Our streams are clear. It's just a beautiful place to live. So I don't see pollution. It is funny. I did learn what light pollution was when I moved here. I lived in a subdivision where you could only see, initially, no lights. And then I remember when I saw my first light, and I appreciated what I'd had before I saw that first light at a distance. The stars are just brighter when there's no light pollution. I just loved that. I miss that. Now I see many, many, many lights, growth, pluses and minuses. Floodplain. Floodplain's a real issue up here with our creeks and all. If you're buying a home on a creek, you definitely want to have your buyer's agent and the lawyer check into whether or not the home is in the floodplain. One way of checking is insurance. You'll want to check, did they have flood insurance, but I would always be very, very careful if I'm living on a river or a creek. Number 23, over improvements. Have they overbuilt, so to speak? You don't want to overbuild or over improve a cabin, so to speak. Don't overspend. You may not get that money back. Always spend wisely. Be rational in your business decisions. And housing is definitely a business decision to some extent. Number 24, niche improvements. I have been watching them rehab a beautiful home in our area. And the home, the prior owner had a little mini green in the back of his yard. A little looked like putt-putt to some extent, but it was the artificial green. I guess he practiced his putting on that artificial green. But that's definitely a niche improvement, and I can tell you I've watched it be torn down. Very few buyers probably looking for a golf green in the artificial golf green in their backyard. So be careful of niche improvements like that. And then number 25 is space allocation. Not sure what they mean by that, but up here I'd say they don't want a neighbor. They want privacy. Folks, my name's Rick Andrews. I so appreciate y'all tuning in each week. If you ever have a question, give me a call. My number is 828-557-9139. Thank y'all so much for listening. Bye-bye.